Today's story comes from the Bible, and it's about a king who had everything but faced many challenges. His name? King Ahab. Despite his flaws, his story teaches us valuable lessons about leadership and redemption. Ahab was the king of Israel. He had power, riches, and a mighty kingdom. But there was one big problem. Ahab did not follow God. Yet his story reminds us that even in the midst of power and wealth, true greatness comes from faith and righteousness. Instead of worshiping the one true God, Ahab listened to his wife Jezebel. But the people of Israel held on to hope, believing that one day they would return to the true path. But God sent a brave and righteous prophet named Elijah to warn Ahab. Elijah proclaimed, "There will be no rain in the land until you turn back to God and embrace His ways." Years later, the courageous prophet Elijah challenged Ahab and the prophets of Baal. On the majestic Mount Carmel, they had a contest. Whose God could send fire from the sky? Baal didn't answer, but the true God did. Fire came down in a blaze of glory, proving who the real God was. Ahab still didn't learn. One day, he desired a beautiful vineyard that belonged to a man named Naboth. When Naboth said no, Ahab sulked. But Jezebel, with her cunning ways, had Naboth killed, and Ahab took the land. Yet this act would not go unnoticed by the divine. God sent Elijah once more. This time he told Ahab, "Because you've done evil, your kingdom will fall. But if you turn back to righteousness, there is hope for redemption and your family will be spared." Ahab didn't listen. He went to war and was killed in battle, just like God said would happen. But even in his downfall, there was a glimmer of hope, a reminder of God's ultimate plan. King Ahab's story reminds us of the power of faith and the consequences of straying from God's path. Want to hear more amazing stories from the Bible? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more faith-filled adventures.